¿Listo?
Invierte en tu futuro.
Estudia en FUNDES del Espinal.
Derechos, licenciatura en lengua extranjera e inglés, tecnología en regencia de farmacia y especialización en educación e intervención psicoeducativa.
Becas, descuentos y convenios.
Llama ya al 320-225-4010.
Institución sujeta a inspección y vigilancia por el Ministerio de Educación Nacional.
FUNDES evoluciona. Más de 20 años de experiencia, ahora también en la virtualidad. Estudia Administración Ambiental o Ingeniería Comercial o fortalece tu experiencia profesional especializándote en gestión del talento humano, gerencia de empresas de salud, derecho procesal penal, gerencia de proyectos, sistemas de gestión integral de la calidad, medio ambiente y riesgos laborales en FUNDES Virtual. Mayores informes 320-225-4010. FUNDES.
Institución sujeta a inspección y vigilancia por el Ministerio de Educación Nacional.
¿Listo?
So, welcome to our afternoon session of the 7th edition International Congress, Collaborative Landscapes, Interdisciplinary Strategies in CLIL and Scientists. We thank you, all our guests, speakers, lecturers, students, and people connected online who are joining us today. We want you to share with us this afternoon full of experiences, knowledge, learning, and new experience. During the development of the afternoon, we will have national and international speakers who will share workshops, conferences, and other presentations that enrich our learning process.
Bienvenidos a nuestra jornada.
So, we are pleased to announce the beginning of 2 simultaneous academic sessions. For our in-person attendees, we invite you to participate in the national workshop CLIL Ignites from International Experiences, led by Juan David Bueno Lugo, Fulbright Scholar at the University of Arizona. Meanwhile, our online participants are encouraged to stay connected and join the virtual conference. How does socio-linguistic competences fit into CLIL models? By Dr. Joshua James Sweden from the University of Toledo. Both spaces offer rich perspectives and foster a deeper understanding of CLIL through research and international best practice. We encourage you to make the most of these valuable learning opportunities. Let's welcome them with a big applause.
Bienvenido, profesor Juan David Bueno Lugo, licenciado en inglés y experto en trabajo de campo en la educación desde hace más de 6 años en el sector público y privado. Ex becario Fulbright en la categoría profesor colombiano de inglés y ex becario de la Northern Arizona University. Actualmente culminando estudios de maestría en métodos y técnicas de la investigación social con enfoque latinoamericano de Claxo. Bienvenido, profesor Juan David Bueno Lugo.
Le pasa el cable a él y que ponga su problema, por favor. Porque si no, no voy a poder poner todo eso.
Ya, ensayo yo.
Okay, so it's a pleasure for me being here.
Y donde ponga sitio.
For season. Right. So.
Sí, como es.
So, so as we were saying, the start its presentation by myself, people from this university, and they join community also as a way for you to
Profesor, bueno, que lo voy a hacer. Ya te van a conectar, profe, dame un segundo. Bienvenido, doctor Joshua James Sweisler, académico e investigador australiano, especializado en lingüística y estudios de identidad indígena con énfasis en América Latina. Ha trabajado con comunidades como los Pijao en Colombia, explorando cómo la pérdida de lenguas indígenas afecta la identidad cultural de los pueblos. Es autor del libro Linguicide and Identity, a Multigenerational Study in Pijao, y ha publicado artículos académicos sobre la función de la lengua en la construcción de la identidad. Está vinculado a la Universidad del Tolima y su labor se centra en la revitalización lingüística, la política lingüística y la diversidad cultural. Bienvenido, doctor Joshua James Sweisler.
Buenas tardes, ¿me escucha? Listo, ¿me escucha? Buenas tardes. Hello, can you hear me? Give me a second. Okay, can you hear me okay? I'm going to present in English. Please forgive my sound quality. I'm currently traveling, so you might hear traffic. I'm sorry. So, I'm here this afternoon to talk about some research we've been doing in the Universidad de Tolima regarding sociolinguistic competence and the CLIL model. So, how do I advance? Oh, here we go. There we go. So I have like about 25 minutes. So let's go. So I'll be talking rather quickly about the CLIL model, the research we've been doing at the Universidad de Tolima, and what this means in terms of sociolinguistics and sociolinguistic competence. So I imagine that given that the conference is about content integrated learning, we know what this is. So very quickly, so CLIL is a model for teaching languages where we have a subject, any given subject, and the content of the subject is taught parallel and through the target language. At the Universidad de Tolima, we've been using CLIL for a few years for teaching educación física. So as any good practice requires, we had the idea to wonder whether CLIL was actually the best method for teaching language, and what the possible benefits of using this model were. And what we devised was a research project where what we did is, over the course of 2 years, we divided the English teaching in the university outside of the licenciatura, so in all of the other degrees except for our licenciatura en lenguas extranjeras. And we divided them into CLIL and non-CLIL. And what we decided to do is we decided that we were going to statistically test and then qualitatively analyze CLIL against the other models. Yep. So what we did is we did a pre-survey with about, I think it was 6 groups. So we had 2 CLIL groups and 4 non-CLIL groups. And we pre-tested their English. Then over a semester, they had their English courses, 2 in CLIL, 4 in your traditional grammar-led classes. And then we post-tested them to look at their English levels and how their English levels may have improved. We post-surveyed them, and then more importantly for my chat, we gave them a focus group. So over the 2 years or the 4 semesters, we effectively had around 250 students who went through the project. And so for these 4 semesters, we graded before and after the CLIL or non-CLIL English for these students. What we found is in grammatical terms, there was no benefit in either model. Yep. CLIL, though, did produce greater results in terms of purpose and self-esteem. Now, while in grammatical terms, nothing really differentiated the 2 models, in terms of sociolinguistic competence, there was a significant difference. So when we talk about sociolinguistic competence, we're looking at the communicative competence models of Canal and Swain. So this is a model for looking at how people use language. And what they argue is that your grammatical use of the language is only one aspect or one of the competences that you have, and that there are other abilities that you have with the language, being sociolinguistic competence, discourse competence, and strategic competence. Over the years, it has been reformulated. César Mercia, Donia Terrell said that there were 5 competences, being linguistic, sociocultural, actional, strategic, and discourse. And okay, in terms of sociolinguistic and sociocultural competence, we have a few different definitions. Yep. So the traditional definition for our sociolinguistic competence was Canal and Swain, being the sociocultural rules of discourse. However, as you can see on the slide or on the presentation, this has changed over the few years, and like the last definition is actually my own from 2 years ago, where sociolinguistic competences, the use of the language not only must be able to use language appropriately to sociolinguistic social cultural context, thus must be able to identify and skillfully mold indexed linguistic and social items to forge, enact, and take ownership of space, time, and social identity positions in contexts. So our definition is a little complex, but what the central argument here is that when you're learning a language, or when you're speaking a language, the grammatical part is only one aspect of what you do. Yeah. There are other things we do with language, because when we look at language, language is not just the transmission of information. No, language, we should be looking at language in terms of actions and in terms of localized constructions. Now, when we look at language in terms of actions and localized constructions, sociolinguistic competence therefore refers to how we're using and constructing social rules around us. And it's important to make the emphasis on the constructing, because a lot of language education focuses on the learner as learning rules and applying rules that are external to themselves. Yeah. And that's not really the reality of what's happening.
Invierte en tu futuro.
Estudia en FUNDES del Espinal.
Derechos, licenciatura en lengua extranjera e inglés, tecnología en regencia de farmacia y especialización en educación e intervención psicoeducativa.
Becas, descuentos y convenios.
Llama ya al 320-225-4010.
Institución sujeta a inspección y vigilancia por el Ministerio de Educación Nacional. Invierte en tu futuro.
Estudia en FUNDES del Espinal.
Derechos, licenciatura en lengua extranjera e inglés, tecnología en regencia de farmacia y especialización en educación e intervención psicoeducativa.
Becas, descuentos y convenios.
Llama ya al 320-225-4010.
Institución sujeta a inspección y vigilancia por el Ministerio de Educación Nacional.
Okay, perfect. So, how this into our lives. Okay. Yeah. How about you? Guys.
Y no.
Number three. Okay. 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 So, let's continue. And let's start with the first chunk. Okay. So have you struggled with it, guys? With your objective? Has it been a struggle for you? Or not very much? No? So for me, people are very challenging elements because I was teaching at a university, an organized university, and I had teaching of topics that were formally unfamiliar. Right? For example, how you teach and you as a child, how do you teach Bible? If you haven't been trained on biology problem, it's really hard. Right? So, has it been a problem? Have you been watching on your training? Yes. Has it been a problem for you or is good so far? Why?
10 minutos y no quiso hablar.
Okay. Yes. Is so for me, study you have to be a lot of really interesting. So, yeah, you're right. The question is of how can you actually overcome this situation? How can you manage to get to our home where the objectives can be reached properly? So, it goes really fine. Normally, Arizona University has every single Friday a peer meeting, right? So we have this one table where some teachers and me and you perform one class you were not teach in the next week. So let's imagine you have the next week one of your classes for your assignment period, right? So you have to be ready and have to present a format for the hour. Teachers were some of them were biology teachers, some of them were teachers, and some of them
Se los envié. Sí, por eso.
really and experience. I always feel feedback of my kids. Teacher go to and
¿Están los comentarios? Muy interesante, profesor. Sí, sí. Estos son los que están en YouTube. Este es el Facebook.
So my class. So if we why why not respond? And all the time why show that so the class was so at the end of the session. And it's actually a good thing. If you constant feedback from you, but only feedback, a constant conversation. You can go if I'm curious, me, another challenge, me, and I don't know how to do it. Is what I'm trying to do anyway. So let's go. Do you receive or not forbidden from your kids? No.
Miren, ¿qué micrófono es ese? ¿No puedes pasar al profe? A ver si es inalámbrico el que me está dando conflicto. Esperando.
No, no, Juan, you can move it. You can move it. Yes.